Hello, my name is JJ Risha, and I am a serial entrepreneur with several companies that I've started with successful exits. I'm currently a member of Techos Angels, and I also provide consulting services to small businesses and startup businesses looking to grow, or startup businesses with scalable products that are looking to funding from angels and VCs. And today's subject is about executive summary. I will go into the anatomy of the executive summary and what it should include. Then I will discuss each one of the items that constitute an executive summary. Initially, an executive summary should be only 1 to 2 pages, starting with the problem, then the solution that the product or service that you're providing, then goes into if you have any customers or not, then how big the market is, and what market are you targeting. Then go into the revenue model, how are you making money, then discuss the management team, then discuss the competition, then discuss potential financial projections that you may have, and the milestones or accomplishments that you've had so far, and finally, what do you need in order to get your business off the ground? And use a lot of bullets. Let's go. It's very important that you discuss the problem, especially when you're presenting your executive summary to a VC or an angel investor in general. The problem is very important. VCs or investors in general are looking for a painkiller and not a vitamin. They're looking for a real problem in the market with a real solution that could be disruptive. So start by describing the problem, and start by describing how the problem is being tackled today. So next, you talk about the solution. How are you solving the problem that exists today in the market? Are you doing it better, cheaper, faster? What is the competitive advantage, or what advantage do you have, or what value proposition do you have that would make you, as a business, better at solving the problem that currently exists? So describe the solution, describe the product or the service that you have, and how it's being solved by you today. Then go into the customer. How many customers do you have currently? Do you have 3 customers, 10 customers, thousands? Do you have paying customers? Do you have non-paying customers? How many customers do you have? And why do these customers are going to like your solution, or why are they looking for a solution to the problem that exists in the market? Are you that painkiller for them? After discussing the customer, then go and discuss the target market. It's basically the same thing. Now, how many customers do you have? And what is the range of customers that exist in the market? How many customers are there? So that's the target market. When you're talking about the target market, if you're renting apartments for vacations, you cannot talk about your target market as being the travel industry, because that's a much larger market. So you need to specifically talk about the target market and not the big market in general. Then you talk about business model. What is the business model? Which means, how are you making money? Are you going to charge a subscription? Are you providing a service on an hourly basis? Are you selling a product that you could make different varieties of, red and blue and green, and sell these different varieties? What is the business model? How you're making money? Subscription, hourly, product, and then you're going to eventually discuss how you're going to make money using your model, and how you're going to make money from a gross profit standpoint. How much are you selling each product for, and how much profit you're making? Next, talk about your management team. What is a management team? Management team is the most important thing that VCs, investors, angel investors look for. They're looking for a management team that is a stellar management team, a management team that has done it before, management team that may have done it before, I should say, a management team that is very passionate about what they do, a management team that has the right individuals who are able to take this idea or this business from being just an idea or a startup into a real business. All that is specifically embodied in a management team. A lot of people have ideas, but not many businesses start companies and start businesses with the right management team to be able to manage the business to the next level. Talk about yourself, talk about the other people that are involved as part of the founding team or that you've hired, and also talk about your advisory board, talk about the board members that have joined your group, because that shows that there are other believers that believe in your business. Next, distribution. What is distribution? Distribution is how are you going to get that product or that service in front of your potential customer, be it a business or be it a consumer. It's very important to understand from your standpoint and explain that to the investor so they better understand how you're going to reach your customer. Are you going to knock on doors, door to door? Or are you going to have a more general channel distribution model where you have other partners in the business that provide the same service or the same product as you, and they would be able to, or some kind of complementary product or a service, that they would be able to introduce your product or service along the side and, of course, make money as well. So a distribution model is very important for you as a business to grow and grow fast versus growing slowly, and it's also very important for the investors that are looking to invest into your company. Next is the competition. It's very important to describe and understand your competitors. Many times I hear entrepreneurs say that they don't have any competition in the market. Well, if you don't have any competitors, it's not good. If you have a lot of competitors, it's not good. If you have some competitors, that really validates that there is actually a market for the product or service you're trying to provide. So a good competitive analysis is very important so that you explain to the investors that you're trying to reach out to for funding that you understand the competition, and while you understand it, you can do a much better job with the competition. So you can create a small table and an executive summary to do this, or you can just talk about the competitors and how they're doing it currently and how you're going to do it faster and what the advantage is that you have over these competitors. In a more longer PowerPoint presentation, you could do many different things, such as providing a table for the different competitors that are in the market and the different benefits and features that you might have and how you're providing it and others are not, or the other way around. So competition is very important, and a competitive analysis is very important as well. Next, we're going to talk about the financial projection. So in an executive summary financial projection, you don't want to describe a lot. You just want to talk about how much revenue you're going to have over the next 3 to 5 years. Let's talk about revenue, talk about the cost of sale, talk about the other operational expenses that you may have, and end it with a net profit before tax. So it's really 4 items and spread across 3 to 5 years. Again, it's revenue, cost of sale, operational expense, and then end with the net profit before tax. Investors are very interested in understanding where the assumptions are coming from, but that's not really the purpose of the executive summary. The purpose of the executive summary, again, is really to intrigue the investor who's looking for more information from you. Next, we'll talk about the milestones. Where are you at today? What have you done today? Have you raised any money so far? Do you have funds that you've invested from your own money or from the team's money? Have you raised any money from friends and family? Talk about where the product or service is today. Do you have a prototype? Have you completed the service that you're trying to do and you can offer it? It's ready to be offered. Is the product ready to market? Let's talk about all the different milestones that you've reached so far in order for the investor to understand where you are at. Next, talk about funding. How much money do you need? Do you need 100,000 to really do a proof of concept? Or do you have the proof of concept you're looking for 500,000 or $1 million to take it to market for marketing, sales? Which means then talk about what do you need these funds for? Are these funds needed for scalability, for marketing, for a prototype, for a proof of concept? Whatever it is, discuss the funding and the need for it. And when you're talking about funding, also you want to talk about an exit. What investors look for, they look for an exit. They're not looking to make money from dividends through investing in companies. They're looking for an exit. Eventually, they're looking to make multiples on their money, meaning 10, 15, 20, 100 times multiple of their money. They're not looking to receive 10, 20% interest on their money. Therefore, they're not looking for dividend payments. And the only way to get multiple is to have an exit. Study potential opportunities that you have for an exit, meaning other companies that are in your market that were acquired by other companies, that you could have that as an example. And maybe how much they were acquired for. This would help the investor understand better the market and understand that you really understand your market very well. This is pretty much it as far as what an executive summary looks like. It's, again, 1 to 2 pages, very little narration, more bullet points to basically explain to the investors what you are providing as far as a solution to a problem in the market, and with all the different elements that we went through just now. What you're seeing right now on the screen is a sample executive summary. Now, this is my preferred template, if you want, for an executive summary, where you have a margin on the left or on the right that describes at a glance, which is a summary of the executive summary. Someone can look at it in maybe 10, 15 seconds and understand who you are and where you're at. And then in the middle, you would go into the details that we just discussed. So this is the front page, and then next is the back page of the executive summary. Make sure you have at the very end of your executive summary your contact information. Many entrepreneurs have their executive summary and no contact information at the end. If an investor is interested in what you're doing, they would need to know how to contact you. Thank you.